This is the Star Report on a Monday, and this is ultra black news. Never mind that premium stuff. Ultra black news. Oh, do you see the title, kids? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. Popeyes, strawberry biscuits, inspired by the homie, Florida Boy Jay. He's in my community section right now, in case you didn't take notice yesterday. His eyes are bucking. He did this video first. He should be calling in at some point to talk about these mouth-watering, scrumptious biscuits available for a limited time at participating restaurants nationwide. The strawberry biscuits are $1.79 each. 2 biscuits for $2.99 and 4 biscuits for $5.39. Let's go. Good afternoon. How you guys doing in the live chat? Can you hear me? Okay, we should be good. Sipping coffee, all right? Okay, I was going to do a show last night, but I was actually in line for my strawberry biscuits. I purchased 4, and the line was like 15 cars long. Oh, we're going to get to bucking this afternoon. Yes, we are, huh? I'm going to try one of these right in front of you. And the line was so long, but I just, I slowed down and I said, let me just enjoy the bullshit, I'm in line waiting for some goddamn biscuits. And hold on a second. Okay, somebody's texting me. And I said, let me just take you back to a time when I was younger and I was a kid in New Jersey and Christmas, all that sort of stuff. And we are Americans. We are consumers. Our culture is capitalism for the most part. This is who we are. There was a big 400-pound Caucasian in the car in front of me waiting for the biscuits as well, I'm sure. Now, some people think butter biscuits are, a derogatory thing. That's nonsense. That's nonsense. Butter biscuits are part of your African-American heritage of soul food, AKA slave food. It's what black people, had to eat, or it's what they had left to eat, and they made the best of it. There's other countries, other cultures who, have had and still do have food that's not necessarily nutritious. However, it's mouth-watering and it tastes great, all right? So that's my main topic this afternoon, the Popeyes strawberry butter biscuits. Let me show you one right now before I get to doing too much. Can you see that, troll babies? Oh, huh? Inspired by Florida Boy Jay. And troll babies, did you see his video on his channel? We have to get him to 5,000 subscribers. Oh, he did a, what do you call that, a review, some type of mukbang. He ate... He ate the biscuit. And they are killing him in the comments in my community section, as they should. He wants to smoke, all right? Jay Mills, I got your donation early. Thank you for your support. All right, guys, also, the showrunner. Oh, Ray Benzino, my homie from way back. Ray, if the transcripts are real that are in my community section right now, Ray, I can no longer protect you. You and I go back like shell toes. We go back like plaid pants. We go back like mock necks, sheepskin coats, huh? Ray Dog, almighty RSO out of Boston. Me and that nigga go back, but I got the transcripts, or what I believe to be authentic transcripts from August 2016. The case number, Superior Court, the Commonwealth of Massachusetts versus Guy E. Scott. That's Benzino's nephew who did go to jail. And, I didn't know that Ray took the stand. I know he went in for the grand jury, but I did not know that he was on trial. Troll babies, good afternoon. Somebody tell me that the paperwork is nonsense, and I'll take it down right now. If it's fake, I'll take it down. Now, Ray's trying to get ahead of this story. I saw him do an interview yesterday, and he's saying that his nephew is running around with some fake paperwork. Is that cap, troll babies, as you guys say, is that cap? I hate that word. Oh, it's cap. Is that cap? In my community section, again, is the paperwork and the case number 1483CR0419. Is it real? Oh, and let me just point to page 42 because the entire transcript is 300 some odd pages. I'm not sifting through that shit. I do have the file. If you don't have the file and you want the file, send me a donation. I will send you the link, okay? Anyway, page 42. He's been cross-examined, and he says on line, well, let me just go back to line number 18. Well, who shot you? Question mark, right? Ray answers, I know guy shot me, ma'am. Now, folks, I'm a proud rat. If you don't know, I have taken the stand at least 4 or 5 times. I forget. Never scared, never ran, never will. I just didn't have time for the penitentiary. Most of my audience, they know this. I willingly, gladly told, because I had other business to take care of, to attend to on the streets of the New York Tri-State area. So yes, I pointed niggas out in the courtroom. But Ray here, he says, I know guy shot me, ma'am. Or whoever, yeah, pardon me. He's cross-examined again. You know guy shot you? He says, yup. Community section, okay? All right, today is Monday. Everybody hates Mondays. However, we're going to focus on these Popeyes strawberry biscuits. Thank you, Deeds. Okay, Florida Boy Jay, he says, I'm posted on the... Okay. Florida Boy Jay, call now because I want to give you all of the props. You put me up on these biscuits yesterday. I want to make sure we promote your video first, your channel. Call now, Florida Boy Jay, okay? Former President Donald Trump, my guy, who I voted for twice, 4-5. He's flying up as we speak, up to New York from Florida. He will be arraigned and arrested tomorrow. He will not be handcuffed. It's a sealed indictment. Correct me if I say something wrong. He's going to be on the 15th floor. All other court proceedings will be shut down tomorrow. And I think that's it. I mean, I'm not really concerned right now. I want to focus on these biscuits. Let me take a sample right now. Get Florida Boy J on the line so he can promote his channel. But before I bring him in, did anybody see Florida Boy J's picture in my community section? We posted that yesterday. Oh, they are getting at him in the comment section. And he wants the smoke. Hold on a second. Florida Boy J tapping in on a Monday. Are you there, sir?
Yeah, hey, Star, you can hear me, right? We lit. We on the line. Everything good?
Loud and clear. I want you to take it slow. Don't rush. I'm going to try the strawberry biscuit whilst you're talking. Promote your video, your platform. You put me up on this yesterday. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm on the internet like I told you, and, being on the internet and being tapped in, I see what's trending, what's going to come around the corner. And, we talk on the back end, and I was on Twitter. I started seeing, our community, black community on in their cars,
okay,
going live,
right,
eating the strawberry butter biscuits, showing you in HD, showing the insides where, they got the strawberry pieces in there, showing you the white frosting on it, and, looking real excited,
scrumptious,
exuberant about the biscuits, right?
Go ahead.
And I understand that it circulates on Twitter, and then it's going to be on the Shade Room or somewhere on Instagram 2 days later, and then 2 days after that, it's going to be on Facebook. But once it gets to Facebook, everybody's going to know, and all hell breaks loose, just like the Popeyes chicken sandwich or other viral food items. So we already knew what happened with the chicken sandwich. Niggas had to get laid down and sent to the bosom of Abraham over the chicken sandwich because you niggas couldn't control yourselves. Now they got a new strawberry butter biscuits, just what you niggas need. It gets hot. The summer's coming. go get your strawberry butter biscuits. So I said, you know what? Let me go ahead this weekend and get my strawberry butter biscuits for me and my family.
Now, hang on a second. Did you have to wait in line? I was in line last night, literally 13 cars and I think 3 pickup trucks ahead of me. I had to just slow it down and play the game. I played the game. I got up to the goddamn to the window, and it was kind of late. I thought they were gonna like close soon. I said, you guys still got the biscuits? And she said, yeah, we do. And I said, oh, okay, good. Did you have to wait in line? When did you get yours, and how many did you purchase, please?
You asked me how many did I purchase? I purchased 4.
4, okay. So did I. 4. I got 4.
Yeah. I got one for my parents and my brother. We sat around the dinner table Sunday afternoon, smiling, bucking our eyes at each other over the biscuits, as we should, as black niggas on a Sunday afternoon, eating fried chicken and bucking our eyes over biscuits as if Mammy cooked them herself. Why are we?
I don't think you have to use the N-word and make it a derogatory thing. It's a butter biscuit. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. These came out before. They're relaunching this. Yes, I think maybe 2020 they first came out with these limited edition, and now they're back. Or is this the first time? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if they probably did it regionally, because I know a lot of these companies, like I know they have a Popeyes breakfast in Louisiana or something like that, hasn't reached the rest of the country. And Chick-fil-A had macaroni and cheese and certain like fried okra and stuff in certain Georgia locations that aren't nationally, that you don't really know if you won't really be outside.
Right.
So they may have came out with this, but this is the first time it's really reached a national level. This kind of reminds me of the blueberry biscuit at Bojangles.
Oh,
if you have been familiar with them.
No.
You know. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Bojangles has a blueberry biscuit that's pretty similar to this strawberry biscuit.
Damn.
This might be a response to the blueberry biscuit.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a game. It's a deeper game going on. But back to the biscuit. I don't know why in the last few years Black people have to act like we have to eat our biscuits in hiding, like we're talking about eating glizzies or shaboing boings with extra chili cheese on them or something. Like, we eat biscuits. We're Black. Don't let some of our conscious think leaders have you thinking that a plate of hot butter biscuits is cooning out. Don't think you can't smile over what you've been eating for 40 and 50 and 60 years. Grandma and them have been making, putting sausage gravy over.
White folks love biscuits.
Follow what you make them.
Hispanic people love deep fried pork. You know, rice and peas. It's a goddamn biscuit. Now, hang on a second. Florida Boy Jay, sit tight. Sir Shy, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. We may come to that later, so I want to stay focused on these biscuits on a Monday. Is it Andre? Andre, pardon me. Got your donation. What is that, sir? Can you send me a link? Is that your platform on Instagram? How do you say that? Sports Media _LLC on IG. How do you pronounce that, sir? I mean, I want to promote that for you, but send me an email, please. Tell me how you pronounce that, okay? All right, Florida Boy Jay, so let's go to your platform. We have to get you to 5,000 subscribers. How long is the video that you posted yesterday about these biscuits on Florida Boy J on YouTube, please?
Yeah, the video's definitely about hit 1,000 by the end of the day, probably in a few hours.
Nice.
Honestly, it's already sitting at around like 600. I'm looking at it right now.
Nice.
Sitting around like 622. It's doing great. I appreciate everybody coming in and tapping in, looking at what's going on.
Yeah.
Honestly, we could be doing more food reviews on the channel. I'm going to be doing some more sneaker reviews. Just going live. The Popeyes biscuit. I wanted to show everybody what's going on. I am doing this for you. Not you, Star, but the community, the outside world, the biscuits.
Family.
I'm here to tell you.
Family.
I'm here to tell you how it tastes, what the quality is. I'm going to lead you down the path of where you want to go. Don't act like you weren't intrigued about the biscuit. I told you first.
Right.
And you see me enjoy it and show you it was okay to eat. Get one. Open your eyes up so you can actually know what's going on. Don't
take a breath. Take a breath. Florida Boy J, take a breath. I want to promote you thoroughly. Now, you sent me 2 thumbnails to put up in my community section.
Right.
And again, folks, go to my community section. There's a link to Florida Boy J's video. And you said pick the one or something about with the eyes bucking. That's what you said, yes?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And salute to my boy Melrose Radio, because we talked about it. We was like, you know what?
Okay.
Yeah, that's smooth.
Nice.
And I came back like, you know what? I'm gonna take a picture with the biscuit and open and buck my eyes to show you niggas.
Yeah.
Don't act like we don't eat biscuits like this. We eat biscuits. It's nothing wrong with eating biscuit.
Right.
Enjoy the biscuit. Enjoy the
Hang on. Take a breath. Florida Boy J, take a breath. Take a breath. Are you up to speed? I want to shift gears for a second. Stay with me, folks. Florida Boy J is on the line. If you want to call in, talk about the biscuits, or get at him for bucking. He put me up on these biscuits yesterday. There's trial transcripts in my, part of the transcripts, community section. Are you up to speed, Florida Boy J? I need somebody else's opinion. I downloaded this off of the internet from a reliable source. It looks like on page 42, Benzino names his nephew. Well, he does name him on this transcript. Is this authentic? Do you know? Are you up to speed? Florida Boy J.
I'm a little bit up to speed to the point where I've looked around and seen other people talk about transcripts to the point where this is true. I haven't seen Benzino come out. I went on his page. He hasn't really tried to combat the story.
Oh, yes, he has. Stop. Yes, he has. He has already said, an interview that came out less than 24 hours ago. I don't know which channel it is. I'm going to get that channel as well. But he said his nephew has fake paperwork. Okay, so when you get time, it's there in the community section. But I want some other opinions, to see if this is authentic or not. Because, the urban community, not just black people, because today's urban community is compiled of Caucasian, Hispanic, Asian. Everybody's hip hop now. But taking the stand and telling, for the most part, is not a respectable thing. Ray and I are the same age. I own my telling, my snitching. I've done crimes with niggas. We get caught, and I was so aggressive. I used to tell people, if we get caught, it's every man for himself. Every man for himself. I learned that in Brooklyn. So I want people to check out that transcript. If you haven't already, Florida Boy J, please go there. Let me bring in area code 704. On a Monday, good afternoon, we're talking about the biscuits, Popeyes biscuits, 704. Are you there?
Woo! Yo, Star. I love Popeye biscuits.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna cat.
Yeah.
They stepped it up because I'm out here in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Okay.
And this is the home of Bojangles. You know what I mean? I never pronounce it right. You know what I'm saying? I always
That's okay.
People talking saying, yo, you saying it wrong. But Bojangles, man. I'm from up north, and we had Popeyes out there. You feel me? Popeyes was good. Popeyes was the best chicken restaurant to me, fast food. And then I got here, came to Charlotte, and I'm like, damn, Bojangles the shit.
Okay. Now hang on. So I need you to watch the profanity. It's Monday afternoon. Watch the profanity. Now, do you know if these biscuits were out before? I'm getting information. I'm not sure if they came out in 2020. And Florida Boy J, can you Google that to see if these biscuits, the strawberry biscuits, came out before? Do you know this, sir? Yes, no?
No, I haven't. I didn't know, but I think that it's more popular now. I think
of course it is.
Because of the strawberries. They say that the strawberries aren't supposed to be good right now. Like, they're supposed to be causing, like, hepatitis C.
Oh, stop it. Niggas don't care about that. We don't care what's in chicken McNuggets. We don't care if we're eating lab-grown meat. We're focused on these biscuits, goddamn.
I know, which is the reason why they brought it back. They know black people are going to get it. They're going to try it. And once they try it, they're on to it. You know what I'm saying? It's not good for us right now. That's why I don't eat strawberries right now, because of
mouth-watering
hepatitis stuff. Like, huh?
Hang on. You say you don't eat strawberries?
No, not right now. Like, if you notice, have you ever tasted a strawberry lately? They don't even have, like, flavor to them.
Sir, do you eat black coochie?
How strawberries?
Sir, do you eat black coochie?
Yeah, I eat black coochie. Yeah.
There's nothing more toxic than black coochie.
Amen.
Trust me, huh?
I know.
These hoes out here getting BBLs, all sorts of collagen injections, smoking mid-weed, fentanyl. It all comes out in the discharge. So don't come down on strawberries and the biscuits. Go ahead. You're saying, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Star, I'm just now leaving this chick crib earlier this morning. I'm not gonna lie, she trying to play with me like she want a relationship before she give me the coochie, right? At the same time, I'm like, yo, you look like you hit fentanyl.
Yeah.
Right there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
all right, so listen, never mind her. Let's get back to these biscuits. So you're not sure. I think these came out before. Florida Boy Jay, where are you? Were they out?
I'm right here. The research. Yeah. The research I've done so far, as I'm looking at it, they're saying this is the first time ever they came out at a few of these publications, but I'm still going through them.
Okay.
And doing my research. So it's the first initial time. Right now it looks like it is, but I'm doing research.
All right, sir, go ahead and finish up. Do you have a platform yourself? What is it you want to mention or promote before you
go? So I want everybody to go on IG and follow The Real Life on IG.
Okay.
That's my homeboy's production company.
Okay.
And I actually work for him on the marketing side.
Nice. Thank you for the call, man. Thank you. All right. Sir. Okay, thank you. Hold on, folks. Today's show is sponsored by www.songsthatwork.info. Okay, that's one of the top platforms with regards to syncing, licensing, publishing, consulting, anything to do with the music industry or the business of music. The business of music, okay? www.songsthatwork.info. Guys, Florida Boy Jay is on the line with me. It's Monday. We'll get to all that Trump stuff tomorrow. I've got some other stories here also. Hold on a second, Florida Boy Jay. If you want to call in and talk about India ditching the U.S. dollar, feel free to. I've got the story right here. OPEC pulling back, OPEC and other countries pulling back on the production of oil. This is a time to be concerned. All right, the production of oil being pulled back until 2024, and India ditching the U.S. dollar and other things. What else do I have here? AI developed a treatment for cancer. I've got some other things here, but it's Monday. I'm focused on these goddamn biscuits. Area code 720. Are you there? Good afternoon. 720. Tap in. Yes, no, maybe? Gotta go. Florida Boy Jay, you still there?
Yeah, I'm right here. We chilling, we cooling.
Okay. So, is this the first video that you've done with respect to sampling food or doing a review, mukbang of sorts?
Yeah, this is the first time, and I even have some comments on that video that they're saying more food reviews.
Okay.
So, they probably want me to go to, restaurants, give, my opinion on certain things, go live, at, Jay Alexander's, Three Forks or something, go to Roof Chris and review certain things. They might drop something in the chat like, okay, get a strawberry butter biscuit, and then go get the Bojangles biscuit and do a head-to-head comparison and the quality of the biscuit. We might be doing things like that. We're just, with the sneakers, I have so many pairs of sneakers that, people are like, you should start doing sneaker reviews and showing off, your collection, just going live with the phone. I was up under my car installing an undercarriage and a front bumper yesterday and went live for a few minutes on that and was getting views. Just understanding and just utilizing, just put camera up, go live, get views, talk. We just did a podcast, back-to-back podcast Saturday. We did one with Sit in Politics podcast.
Okay.
That was in Orlando.
Take a breath. Florida Boy Jay, I need you to take a breath. Papa Donna got your donation. You got to eat the Popeyes strawberry biscuits with the new Chick-fil-A watermelon drink. Oh! I'm not speed. I don't go to Chick-fil-A. Do you, Florida Boy Jay? Do you go to Chick-fil-A?
Yeah, absolutely. Frequent Chick-fil-A often. They have some of the best quality staff and employees in the history of restaurant food services. Chick-fil-A is number one, really.
I don't go there. I don't know. But okay, the
You
watermelon.
never go to Chick-fil-A?
Nah, like maybe 2 years ago I was there, but it's not something it's not a place I frequent. Hold on a second. Mo Skrilla, the God, driving through Kentucky for work. Hold on a second. Glad you're live to keep me occupied. Salute, Boss Hawk. Thank you very much. Low Prestige tapping in. Yeah, I don't know about that basketball thing. Florida Boy J, do you want to just touch on that briefly? I don't want to make a whole segment. Something's going on with one of the college. Is it a national championship? Am I saying this right?
Yes, the women's national championship. That's a major topic right now. And just to give you a brief conversation on that,
Come on.
Iowa has this white superstar in Caitlin Clark, right? She's the truth. She is literally one of the best, most entertaining college basketball players, male or female, we've ever seen, right? They lost to LSU. They lost to LSU.
Okay.
Angel Reese and a few other young ladies from the LSU team. One did the Tony Yayo in the girl's face and walked off, and they only did that because a couple games before, Caitlin Clark hit the Tony Yayo on South Carolina in one of the Final Four matches.
For those who don't know, what is the Tony Yayo? Nobody watches college women's basketball. Let's not act like people do. What is the Tony Yayo?
Okay, the Tony Yayo is when you put your hand over your face and extend your palms like 5 fingers to the face and shake your hand in front of your face. The Tony Yayo, like niggas can't see me.
Okay.
Right.
Am I getting my stories confused? Because I saw some story about the John Cena and some other girl with the ring finger. Am I getting those female basketball stories confused?
No, it's the same story.
Oh.
Because the LSU girl walked by her and she pointed at her. She looked at the crowd and pointed at her ring finger like, "Yeah, we about to win this championship."
Right.
In an ode to like Kobe, when Kobe won his first ring and he pointed at his finger. Most athletes, when the clock's winding down, we pointing at the finger.
I thought that was the John Cena. Hang on, you're saying the Tony Yayo. The news says the John Cena. I'm confused. Please. I'm confused.
Because the news, just like everything else, they're going to gentrify and whitewash black culture and act like John Cena was the first one doing You Can't See Me, The Time Is Now, when he started trying to rap around 05, 06, when we all know it's the Tony Yayo.
FBJ?
White people, WWE.
FBJ, hang on a second. Hang on. Deej just sent me a text, and she says it's John Cena, not Tony Yayo.
John Cena stole it from Tony Yayo. You can even look at the live chat or just wait another 5 minutes for other verified people to let you know that's the Tony Yayo.
Okay. So what happened? Was there a fight? Was there some type of altercation? Why is this trending?
No,
hang on a second. Nobody watches female basketball, WNBA. That's a fact. Did something happen, or is this just they're trying to make this a big deal because, the news cycle started yesterday, but who cares? Female college basketball. What happened?
Okay, so to give you perspective in sports, right, this Final Four particularly was probably one of the highest viewed in women's basketball, especially college basketball, because of Caitlin Clark, because of Angel Reese. Some of these women basketball players are superstars. Like, every couple of years you have the Brittany Grinders. You have a lot of the females who go to WNBA and we stop watching them, but in college they can captivate an audience.
Okay.
People were watching. The game was, but to wrap it up, this is what happened. Caitlin Clark is a white superstar from Iowa. That's the darling. LSU is the black school. Even though it's not a black school, they have the black players represent the school. Right. The black team beat the white team. The black team, was, showing off, doing a yayo, pointing at the finger, just like the white girl does when she drops 40 on people. But because the blacks won and the whites lost, the whites are going to come out here and cry foul. That's the only reason why this story is racial dynamic.
Okay. I don't want to, spend too much time on that, but thank you for clearing it up. Hold on a second. Let's bring in another caller. Area code 484. Please watch the language. It's Monday, early afternoon, evening. We're talking about the Popeyes strawberry biscuits. Are you up to speed? 484.
I'm up to speed. Not with the biscuits, though.
Okay. Where do you want to start, sir? Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I wanted to just clear up the thing about the women's basketball tournament. So it's not. I don't watch women's basketball either, but I'm familiar with the gesture that the white girl was doing to the other team.
Okay.
And that the black girl from LSU. It's the Flavor Flav. I'm from the '80s. I'm an '80s baby, so I know about Flavor Flav when he used to do that dance and he put the hand in front of his face and wave it. That's what it is. Tony Yayo also took that from Flavor Flav and John Cena from, So I just wanted to clear that up.
Okay. But you already said you don't even watch female basketball, so
no. But
that's news because a white girl did this, and what is Black Twitter upset? What is the crux of this story?
That's what it is. They're upset about that. They're upset. Well,
God.
They're trying to make it as if the white girl should be upset about that, but who cares?
Okay.
No, honestly, not to cut you off, it's not Black Twitter upset. White Twitter was upset because they were saying that the LSU girls showed poor sportsmanship and low class because they were, running up the check and, doing the yayo, or you saw it set Flavor Flav, and they were saying they didn't show class in winning, knowing that the white girl, when she wins, she did the same thing. And that's what the black people were bringing up. The white people got mad.
Jesus.
Just to give you perspective. This is a white anger issue,
okay.
not a black issue.
All right. Sir, if I can just say this, I think you should try the Popeye strawberry biscuits. It's scrumptious if you have not. Do you have kids? Do you have kids?
I do. I have a daughter, yeah.
How old's your daughter, respectfully? How old?
17.
Okay. Well, she might be a little too old, but she's still, this is a phenomenon that's going on right now. Get her a biscuit. You guys laugh. Do a TikTok video. It's going to be everywhere in a couple of days, I assure you. But thank you for calling. Thank you.
All right.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Sit tight on the phones. Area code 985 coming up. Is it Lanicia? I got your donation. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm not at the speed. Lanicia, I don't live in the New York Tri-State area. I haven't been there since 2000. Well, I was in New Jersey, actually, in 2017. I'm not in the New York Tri-State area. Certain stories just don't pique my interest. If it's trending, that's one thing, but thank you for your donation, okay? All right, also, Photo Boy J, did you get a chance to look at that link in my community section? The Benzino court transcripts, it looks official to me from 2016. Did you glance at it or what? Is Florida Boy J there? Am I on mute? Is there a delay?
Sir, I was on mute.
Sir, do you want to go? Are you busy?
No, I was on mute.
Okay.
I was on mute.
I'm hyped, man. It's Monday. Let's go, man. Did you look at the Benzino transcripts?
Looking at the transcripts, to be honest, they do look official. Like, I've seen transcripts before, the spacing and everything, going down and reading it, the questioning and the answering, the way the questions are asked. I don't recall, if you told him that. I don't recall who shot you going down here. Did you tell him comment? You know what I'm saying? I don't remember. Like, we're going through it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this looks pretty real. The 1 through 25 placement, question answering, like, this doesn't look like something that a nigga.
So it looks official to you? Yes? No?
Of course.
I don't want to put words in your mouth.
Of course.
I don't want to put words in your mouth.
No, it looks official. Okay. The court number, the is like a serial number. Everything looks
docket
official.
Number.
The Commonwealth.
Docket number. Yeah. Okay. Let's bring another call, man. I want to talk about these biscuits, folks. Reissued, according to my research. They have been out before. And hold on a second. We're talking about the Benzino trial transcripts that are in my community section. I want some professional opinions with regards to this. Area code 985. Good afternoon. It's Monday. Please watch the language. 985. You there? Are you ready to talk?
Hey, Star.
Hey.
Hey, Star.
Hey.
Hey. I'm calling you from New Orleans. What's going on? Home of Popeyes, where those delicious buttermilk biscuits are coming.
Okay. What's cracking? Let's talk about it. Have you tried the strawberry biscuits yet?
You know, I haven't tried them yet. I didn't even. You're the first one to put me on game. I was in the lab working. It's prom season. I'm a fashion designer, so that's what I was doing.
Okay.
I've been making prom dresses. Yeah, but so since you're saying it, I'm gonna have to go get some and put it next to the popcorn shrimp and see what's going on.
Ooh.
How do you like it? Do you like them?
Scrumptious. I bought 4. I'm eating 1 now. I'm only gonna eat 1.
What are you eating it with? What are you drinking with it?
Coffee. Got some coffee. Black, no sugar, no cream.
No kick of that Kahlua in there?
No, it's too early. Well, actually, it's not too early, but I want to stay focused. It's Monday. I got some stuff to do after the show. But so you're from the home of Popeyes, Louisiana chicken.
Yeah.
Were these biscuits out before in 2020? I still am looking for a confirmation. I think they were. Yes. No?
I don't know. That sounds kind of vague to me. I don't remember that. I do remember some different flavorful biscuits, but I don't want to lie and be not sure. But I know Al Copeland. I used to rub elbows with him and have lunch with his wife once a week, so I know the history of it. You know?
Okay.
No, Popeyes like New Orleans Popeyes. I've been all over the world and nothing like here. Yeah.
Anything wrong with black folk eating biscuits? You know, black folks get accused of bucking and cooning because they eat biscuits. Anything wrong with eating a biscuit? You're putting some marmalade on it. Ooh, marmalade.
Ooh, I like mine with some coffee, like you drink, like you eating it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, dipping it in there. That's just part of mama.
Sop up some gravy with a biscuit. What's wrong with that?
Right,
What's wrong with that?
And guess what? I had the grandma that served fried chicken wings with every meal.
Okay.
3 times a day she served fried chicken wings. Her name was Ernestine Chicken Hunter. So we used to that here.
Okay.
Yeah, so they could say what they want to say, but hey, she moved from New Orleans to Seattle, but she kept up her tradition. Chicken wings.
Okay. Hey, before you go, now you're from Nolans. Is that the correct pronunciation?
Yes.
I've never been there. Nolans, how do they say it down there? I forget.
New Orleans. You never been here, Star?
I've had no interest. But now, hang on a second. Are you sure?
Yeah, I know.
Hang on. The correct pronunciation is New Orleans, but don't they say Nolans? You sure you're from there?
Nolans, yeah. Nawlins. There's different little things like
Nolans, yeah. How old are you?
Yeah, I'm from New Orleans.
How old are you?
I'm seasoned. I'm 50.
You should know that.
Real grown.
Okay, so now...
No, we know it. No, but we call it New Orleans, though. We call it, if someone says, where are you from? I say, I'm from New Orleans.
Okay. Before you go, I just want to throw you a curveball. Any truth to that story with Kevin Gates smashing that transgender? Did he ever address that? You heard about it, yes, down there?
You know, I commented on that. I saw it on it, and I'm like, yo, you need to go on and throw a suit on that, because that don't sound right. That sounds mighty fishy, and I just didn't appreciate the fact that, you know, if he did do it, if y'all are supposed to be women, as you're saying, why are y'all just working to expose people if you know them, right?
Why
is it always about exposing someone?
Good point.
So think about it. You want to be accepted as a woman, right?
Yeah.
But you want to conflict someone like me that's born with this uterus that has had children,
right?
And you want to come against me, but you always working to expose them. Anybody I'm smashing, I'm not exposing them. So why you got exposed?
Good point.
So that was the comment that I made about that. I didn't appreciate that. And then the transgender said that she was brought to his house and met his wife. I mean, it was just too much. I said, really?
I didn't watch all of that, but Lord have mercy. Okay, well, listen, thank you.
Yeah, she said, yeah.
Thank you for the call, darling.
Thank you,
I'm going to get back to these biscuits. Go on and try yourself one. Thank you, darling.
Wait, sorry. I'm gonna email you. Okay.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Florida Boy Jay, sit tight a second. Mont got your donation. FBJ bucking his eyes for butter biscuits and bussy. That's a cash app that just came in. Hey, are they coming to your channel, Flow Boy J? Are you seeing the traffic off of this video?
Yeah, absolutely. My followers jumped like 12. Oh shit, no, never mind. My bad for cursing. My followers actually jumped like 37 followers last like 2 days.
Nice,
so
nice.
It's moving, crazy. And the videos moving good. And one thing about it too, Star, I think some of your audience hasn't probably seen me a lot because I haven't been sending a lot of posts in for the podcast because we've been doing them twice a week. And a lot of the times, you know what I'm saying, I just like the way the numbers are looking before because it's showing kind of the like an organic growth. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, organic growth. Right. Okay. Sit tight a second. Sir Shy got your donation. He says, why is FBJ, it looks like a coon for strawberry biscuits. They nasty. Okay. Is it Donine? This is Donine, if I'm saying that right, from NOLA. Their biscuits are DE. Thank you so much for your donation, okay? Newt8282, FBJ does the Tony Yayo when his lady boy undresses. Okay. Folks, taking shots of Florida Boy J is cool, but go to his channel. He wants the traffic. He wants the smoke. And here's okay.
Yeah, no, read them out. No, read some about them. They're funny as shit. I'm on mute laughing. That shit's funny as hell.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out how to pronounce this. Let me send you this, Florida Boy J. Can you check your emails?
Yeah, for sure.
I don't want to say the wrong thing. Let me bring this call in whilst we're talking. Area code 347. Good afternoon. Please watch the language. Are you there? 347. 347. Yes, no, maybe? Gotta go. Okay. Let's bring a different caller. What is your, give me the spelling of your, oh, here it is. Hang on a second, Floor Boy J. This person sent in a nice donation, and I want to make sure that I pronounce it right. In the meantime, I will put them in the live chat. Area code 720. Good afternoon. We're talking about the
strawberry
what's
up, man?
Biscuits. Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
How you doing? Hey, how come you hung up on me earlier? I didn't know I was using foul language.
Okay, sir. We're talking about the biscuits. Would you care to address the topic or something?
Oh yeah,
else?
yeah. You know, Charleston White. Yeah. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, the biscuits, yo. Yeah. I tried one of them, man. They're butter.
He's annoying and corny. Hold on a second. Okay, I got your donation. Floor Boy J, did you get the email? I'm gonna get the correct pronunciation. P-A-H-O-K. Is it Pokey? Pokey Blue?
Yeah, I got my email open. I've refreshed it. It hasn't came in yet. If you want to send it again, I haven't received it.
Hold on a second. Folks, I'm talking about the transcripts also in my community section. Looks official to me. Benzino, area code 347, sit tight. Looks official to me from 2016. It's not quote-unquote snitching because his nephew did go to jail. I forget how much time he served. I think a little over 2 years. But Benzino took the stand in the trial. Page 42, it's right there. He says his nephew shot him. Damn. Says his nephew shot him. Lance, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Lance says, really? We talking about biscuits on a Monday? Yes, sir. Really. Yeah. Sir, you're welcome to call in and talk about India by way of wealth. It's a platform wealth. They're saying that India will trade in, will be ditching the U.S. dollar. You concerned about that? Please call in. Never mind the biscuits. Call in. Area code 60. What area is that? 60. Hey, 720. Please stop calling before I block you. You're annoying. Come on, man. You're annoying and corny on a Monday. What'd you get, Floor Boy J? Did you see that email? Did you get it yet?
No, I still haven't got it. I've refreshed it. It's still refreshing again. Like I said, I got my laptop and I got my my phone email.
Okay.
So.
All right. Also, a little bit later on, I want to talk about advertising on the Star Report here for the next 2 weeks. Since I was off for a week, I was in New York and New Jersey. I'll be doing some discounts with regards to promo packages for 30 days. Okay, I'll send you the new analytics if you care to. Check them out. Area code 302. Good afternoon. 302. The new Popeyes strawberry biscuits. 302.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
This is
sir.
Skylar Saunders.
How are you, Skylar? Good to hear from you, man. What's cracking?
Hey, I'm all right. Since you brought up India, I just wanted to say I just read a story about how it's industrializing now.
Come on.
And how they're building up an infrastructure because they're the second most populous country in the world behind China.
Okay.
They have a lot of small, entrepreneurs, really fired up, trying to, assert their power within the region.
Yes, I'm here. You have the floor. Yeah, I have the article.
Yeah, it was in Time Magazine. Time Magazine just a few weeks ago. They were talking about it. I'm trying to remember all the details.
Hang on a second. Never mind the details. Give me your assessment because, back when Barack Obama was president, he was on this whole campaign, a global economy. Remember that? Global economy.
I remember that.
I did not vote for Barack Obama.
Global.
He was a hustler, nickel slick, but that was his thing. Global economy. We allowed India and all these other places to become a part of the American system of capitalism, the call centers, all these other things that they were allowed to come in and take part in. Our banking system. You call some of the banks, well, most of the banks, you're talking to people in India. Now they're ditching the U.S. dollar. Is that a slap in the face? How about we just, look at it from that perspective? Is this now a slap in the face?
Oh, absolutely. I think it's because, dollar's getting stronger, despite what, most economists would say. And in a time where India is still growing in numbers, it still has a large population that's still impoverished. The top percent of that nation controls most of the wealth, but it's not in the sense that they're exploiting. I think it's just a gap. It's just a inequality, which is healthy in any circumstance.
Skylar Saunders, I have to ask you, sir, and let's pick up the pace. It's Monday. I'm charged off the caffeine. You're concerned about India becoming strong? I don't give a goddamn about India. India, along with Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Egypt, they're now ditching the U.S. dollar. You care about India becoming strong after they've pillaged us? I'm confused.
I only care if they're willing to trade with us.
They're not.
Okay. I was gonna say if they were willing to trade and get off the dollar, then that would be something else. If not, then they can be left by the wayside.
All right, Skylar, I got to pick up the pace, man. Any thoughts on these strawberry biscuits? That's my main topic.
Strawberry biscuits.
Popeyes.
I just did a little bit of research on this.
Go.
And you're taking it in firsthand. It's actually a brand new product. It's it's not back from a limited time. It's here for a limited time. It's compared to their original biscuits, which are salty and buttery, but these have the obvious slight advantage of sweetness to them. Okay.
Skylar, good to talk to you, man. I'm charged off this caffeine,
Is it all right
man.
if I promote?
Yeah, can you do it quickly, please? I got other calls, please.
Sure. A black man CEO is conducting a survey on a supersonic jet. He causes conflict with the group of passengers that are doing the survey. He wants to find the one who will be able to ride with him. Who will it be? It's a story called Sounds Great, and it's available on Instagram.com/Skylerized. SKYLERIZED.
Okay. Skylar, great to hear from you, man. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay. Florida Boy Jay, what do you got? Folks, I'm charged off the caffeine. Please, come on, let's all pick it up.
Yeah, we got
Come on.
we got the Pahokee Sports Media, a female blogger for women's athletes, news, health, self-defense, finance.
Say it again. Say whoa. Say it twice. Say the name, please. The name.
Pahokee Sports Media LLC. Pahokee. It's a Florida City Pahokee Sports Media LLC on Instagram.
Okay.
The blog site.
Okay, I want to make sure we said that right. Okay, FBJ, go ahead and finish up, man. I'm going to take some other calls here and promote your platform. We have to get you to 5,000 subscribers, please.
Yeah, absolutely. Perspectives and Facts podcast. We did 3 episodes last week. We moved the studio in. We got a bigger space. Actually, we have 2 recording spaces now. So we're going to be shooting, with 2 different sets. 3 episodes last week. Go check out the last one I did with Sit in Politics. We're going to be dropping another angle of that same episode on the channel. Also, I'll probably go ahead and send that one to you, Star.
Right.
And, go ahead, run the channel up. We're going to be dropping another episode tomorrow and then doing another one Thursday or Friday. We're going to be doing more shorts and reels. Everything's dropping. Go to Florida Boy J on YouTube. Subscribe, like, share. Star, you have a wonderful show.
Thank you, man.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. You too. Okay. Deeds, can you help me out? Because I could have swore I saw these Popeyes biscuits, the strawberry biscuits, were out before. Okay, no, she says she has to go. Thank you, Deeds. If not, that's okay. They're out now. I purchased 4 yesterday. I was going to do a show last night, but the line was so long waiting for the biscuits. If you're new to the show, I do research in the afternoons. That's what this is right now. The pace is a little different. However, it's Monday. I'm well rested. Please watch your language when you call in. And do not be dragging and lagging. It's Monday. Okay, Pahokee Blue, do you want to call in? Okay, Pahokee is a small town in Florida. Call in. Tell me what area code you're going to be on. You sent some nice donations. Hold on a second. Here's my email address. Just say, Star, we're on the line, or I'm on the line. I'll call in and promote your platform. I appreciate your support, okay? Area code 718. Good afternoon, 718. Please watch the language. We're talking about these Popeyes biscuits. Are you there?
Hey, Star, I'm here.
Hey, what's
you
up?
Hear me fine?
Yes, well, it's a little noisy. Are you on a headset, Bluetooth? It's a little loud.
I'm in my car right now. Sorry about that.
Okay, where do you want to start,
Yeah,
sir?
Star.
Go ahead.
This is Andre Tattoos.
Hey, what's up, man? Good to hear from you. What's cracking?
I'm good. I definitely I like the news about Russia, India, China, South Africa, and also Brazil merging. Yeah.
I'm glad you're concerned. Most people only will start talking about foreign affairs when it really affects us. I'm concerned with OPEC reducing the production of oil, yes? Until 2024. You know about this?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's what it is. It's because of COVID. COVID it was basically punched the whole world in the nuts. Basically, it dampened production, and so like those countries are like the most hardest hit. I mean, China doesn't really have that much. I mean, the whole story about ghost cities in China, where like they were building all these cities in like the late 90s and 2000s, and nobody moved in there, so that they're in debt off of that. So I feel like China is really printing money, saying that they have it, but they really don't have it. Russia's the same way too. They're in war right now, and they have not defeated Ukraine yet. Let's say Brazil's the same way too. Their infrastructure and expanding isn't really happening. So they have limited amount of money, and so what they're doing is merging together to somewhat supplement and start something new, but really they don't have, let's say, gold to really do it. They might have it. They might say that they have it, but really, I don't think they really have it. But when you
hang on a second, Andre, and also on the screen, I want to make sure I have your information correct. www.andretattoos.com. Can you see that? That's your platform, yes?
Let me turn my TV on right now. Yeah.
AndreTattoos.com, just so folks can know who I'm talking to. I appreciate your long-term support. So I'm looking at the New York Times. Saudi Arabia, Russia, and their oil-producing allies announced on Sunday that they would cut production by more than 1.2 million barrels of crude a day, or more than 1% of world supplies. Now, okay, so I have not done the deep research. You're saying because of COVID. Should we be concerned? Because now we've got, as I pointed out earlier, according to Wealth, India ditching the U.S. dollar, and it looks like other nations, just to broad stroke, are teaming up against us, and they want to see the downfall of the United States. But you're saying it's because of COVID that they're pulling back production of oil, not so much trying to make us wait and be at their beck and call.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's kind of like a threat, Like I know a lot of people in the industries like let's say shipping and so forth, and let's say like this: if they want, well, one of the things is EVs are really on the rise right now, and so it's like let's say Tesla, they're selling more EVs than any other car company out there, right? And so the production of oil is going to be cut in half, so it's not going to be really going to a lot of cars. But America does. Oil is used to make a lot of things, from bottles to paint to whatever that's in your home.
Now, hang on a second, Andre. I appreciate your knowledge in this particular area, but according to the New York Times, the production cut was unexpected. They just decided collectively, hey, let's reduce it, and it's for the remainder of this year. It's not for 30 days, not for a couple of months, for the remainder of the year. And we know that China linked up what two nations and got them back together?
I mean, but yeah, that's very true. But China also has issues with India because India started doing a lot of production too. So they're not really saying this in the news, but you can look at it online where there's villages in China and in India. I mean, China and India, and they're fighting. They're fighting for certain resources. So how are they going to quell that type of beef? That's been going on for like the last 15 years. So everybody, all of these different countries, they have a lot of weak points that America can exploit. Saudi Arabia too. I mean, we get a lot of oil from them, but the world was, like with this war with Russia and Ukraine, Russia was supplying oil to the rest of the world too. So what will happen is, what about,
if I can jump in and say Saudi Arabia and Iran, that's who China linked back up. So I'm concerned. I'm very, very concerned. But I'll let you finish up.
I'm very concerned. I'm very concerned too. But I work for myself, so I'm not really that concerned.
Okay.
It's the people that do the regular 9 to 5. They should be really concerned. They should be really looking into selling a lot of their assets. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna have to start getting rid of a lot of things that you actually own. And if you don't own a lot of the things that's out there yet, a lot of people are gonna be left in the wind.
Okay. Hey man, what's going on your platform as of late? We still have your banner in rotation at the end of the broadcast. In case you don't know that, it's always in rotation.
I'm monetized on YouTube now. I've been posting a lot of videos of tattoo production that I'm doing.
Okay.
So it's my name, Andre Malcolm Studio.
Okay.
I have an ink company that's basically, again, I'm concerned on the end of that end with China because they make the bottles that I use for my ink.
Oh, okay.
So I have to pay attention to that type of stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
So I have a tattoo ink company that I sell black ink.
Okay.
And
All right. Good to hear from you, man. Shoot me a link to some of your videos so we can post them in the community section. You're a long-term supporter. I appreciate you.
Yeah, I'll send you some links. Thank you, Star.
Yes,
have a good one.
Okay. Andre tapping in from AndreTattoos.com. Okay. Folks, it's Monday. If you're just now joining me, I'm talking about these new Popeyes strawberry biscuits. Florida boy Jay put me up on them yesterday. I purchased 4. I ate part of one. I've got another one here. Okay, I can't eat 2 biscuits. That's too much. See that? Put that back in the fridge. But the one that I have been eating, it's decent. Is it like, your parents or your grandparents' homemade biscuits? No. I'm sure it's some type of processed, ingredients. But when you're out and about, doing whatever it is that you're doing, you want to stop in, pick up a biscuit. I think you'll have some fun just, trying it. Hey, Anita, I got your donation. Russia, Iran, China, linked strawberry biscuits. Basic as fuck. Yeah. Hold on a second. I want to make sure I'm promoting Michi X. www.theblack.agendamovement.com. Her event is coming up. Hold on a second, guys. I was trying to get her, somebody from her camp to call in. They've been a little busy. When is that? I know that's coming up this month. Hold on a second. Okay, April the 22nd and the 23rd. Here in the Atlanta metro area. 2 days of powerful talks and solutions. Go to theblackAgendaMovement.com, okay? Addressing the issues Black people face in America, solutions that will give us what we need to be the change we seek, okay? You guys can check out Michi X on YouTube. She's one of your premier content creators. Okay, back in the building. Star Report Monday, talking about the Popeyes strawberry biscuits. Yeah, I don't want to focus on Trump, just on a Monday. It's such a drain. What's been going on with him? Former President Donald Trump, pardon me, flying up from Florida to New York City. He will be arraigned tomorrow, arrested. I've been listening to certain news, as I'm sure many of you have, with regards to the process. He will not be handcuffed. I don't think, or what I've been hearing, his legal team doesn't want cameras in the courtroom for the proceeding. Is anyone familiar with the judge? Supposedly the judge that is going to be presiding over this case of the sealed indictments thus far, to my knowledge, sealed indictments, is the same judge that was over his case where he was found guilty, his company, of some type of tax fraud. Am I saying that right? I think it's the same judge. Now, here's what has got people concerned, including myself. This is a state case, and if memory serves me correctly, Stormy, whatever her name is, Daniels. Let me just Google and make sure I'm saying her name right. The local state should not have ruling over this a federal campaign issue, if that is what this is all about. Stormy Daniels. This is where this all stems from, in case you don't know, a $130,000 payment to her over an alleged affair, okay? So, not that I'm, caping for him, he's got to do what he's due. But my concern as a taxpayer, a proud American, is this really worth it? Because, the maximum he could get 4 years, as far as we know right now. He could get 4 years in the penitentiary. If you want to call in and say whether you think he will do some prison time, I'll take your calls, but I highly doubt that. I have said that I think they want to stop him from running for the presidency. Okay, hang on a second. I got your email. What is this here? Something about... Okay, that's not what I'm talking about this afternoon, but thank you. If convicted, he could do a max up to 4 years. But again, this is a local state trying to rule or drag him and convict him over a federal issue. And correct me if I'm wrong, isn't the Stormy Daniels, the situation, wasn't it, pardon me, a signed agreement? 209, sit tight. A signed agreement. Is this worth it? Area code 209, good afternoon. We're talking about the Popeyes strawberry biscuits and a few other things. Are you up to speed? 209.
Hello, am I caller 97?
Randy, what's up, man?
Am I caller 97? Am I getting the biscuit with the straw?
What's cracking on a Monday, man? What are you doing? It's early out there.
Nah, bro, I'm in New York, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you.
No, you're not. No, you're
I'll
not.
fly out today, nigga.
Say, really?
Nigga, I'm in New York, bro. I'll open the door right now and you'll hear the city.
Come on.
If I'm lying, I'm flying.
Let's hear it.
Look, if I'm lying, I'm flying. Like, hear this shit. Yeah.
I want you to take a picture. Hang on a second. Randy, take a picture and send it to me via email when you get time, just to confirm what you're saying.
Alright, nigga, I'm in New York, bro. I've been moving smart, you know. I got Moses with me in the tuck.
Sounds hot. Now, hang on a second. My focus is the Popeyes biscuits. Are you up to speed? Do you know what we're talking about?
Nigga, there's a Popeyes right here in Washington Heights now. I'm about to eat this shit.
Okay, Randy, slow down. It's Monday. Language. We're not doing it. It's
my bad,
Monday
my
afternoon.
bad.
Slow down. Okay. Have you
Sorry,
ever
it's
had a
black
biscuit?
show, I forgot.
No. Just slow down. It's Monday. Have you tried the biscuits yet?
Nah, bro, but I'm gonna try it like Florida J. He looked happy holding that thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see what it's about.
Okay. All right. So if you are in New York, traffic has got to be crazy there because Trump flew up, or he's flying up from Florida. You're uptown, supposedly. I don't know where you are, but traffic a little crazy.
Yeah, I gotta catch my flight right now.
Randy, are you in New York or not in New York?
I'm in New York. I'm going to fly out back to Cali today. That's the only reason I'm disclosing this information.
Okay. Come on.
Because I'm leaving. I'm getting out of Dodge today in a couple hours.
Okay. All right. What else is cracking with you, man? I'm going over a few topics here. The Benzino trial transcripts. Did you see them? Yes, no, maybe?
Oh, I read it. I don't know why he kept saying, I don't remember, ma'am. But then he said yes. He remembers. If this is real, he remembers, and he was all over the place. But, you know, getting shot is traumatic, you know, I hear.
Randy, I'm going to talk to you later. Thanks, man. Yeah, let's get him out of here. Yeah. He's great in the evenings, but I'm doing research right now. Seriously. I've tried the biscuits. I have a couple of more. I don't want to be so serious in the afternoons, but you have to watch the language, folks. Let me just say that again. You have to watch the language. Hey, also, something that piqued my interest since I'm doing research, let me just talk to myself as I do. According to Wealth, right, AI has developed a treatment for cancer in 30 days and can predict survival rate. Let me say that again. According to Wealth, AI, artificial intelligence, has developed a treatment for cancer in 30 days and can predict survival rate. So, I was thinking, let me see if I have that somewhere on my screen. I was talking to myself, as I do, and I asked myself a question. I want to share the question with you. Here it is. Will algorithms perform eugenics? I say again, will algorithms perform eugenics? Now, if you don't know what eugenics is, please Google, okay? But algorithms are not just enhancing our life, but as I just pointed out, by way of wealth, developing treatments for cancer. We also gave a story, I gave a story a couple of days ago about algorithms being able to predict breast cancer in women 4 years in advance. So, will algorithms perform eugenics? Is that a bad thing? And if we're talking about eugenics, good genes, whether people have damaged, I'll just say a damaged bloodline, things that can cause birth defects. If you are anemic, you have, and I say this respectfully, you have a blood issue. You're cold a lot. So will these algorithms that are, again, all around us, they are everywhere, unavoidable, will they guide people to making logical choices about procreating? And the better choices. It may not necessarily be about who you love or who you like. You get to a certain process in a relationship, maybe an insurance company says, well, hey, you need to get a body scan. Some type of clause or stipulation in a marriage contract. You get a body scan. The algorithm detects somebody has a lower IQ. So you are going to marry and procreate with somebody who has a lower IQ. Does that make a difference in your marriage agreement? It can get deep. It can get a little weird, but hold on a second. I think that's Mo Fax. That's my question to myself. You can chime in if you like. 919, is that Mo Fax on a Monday? 919.
How you doing, Star?
Hey, man, good to hear from you. I'm doing a little research. What do you want to chime in?
All right, let's start with the biscuits.
Come on.
First of all, this putting fruit in biscuits ain't nothing new.
Right.
Bojangles has had the bowberry biscuits with the blueberry in it. So, I mean, this is not like earth-shattering.
Right.
But my real question about the biscuits is, how long before somebody is hurt or shot over these biscuits? Or killed?
Mo! I was trying not to go there, Mo, but I am so looking forward
I'm going there.
to brawls.
I'm going there because, when you have certain types of people line up over any item, it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
You saw these big red plastic boots people are wearing.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter. You get people lined up, charged up, and it's only a matter of time before we do what we do. And I'm just being honest with you. Because we saw, just like with the chicken sandwich, and I got to give it to Popeyes, whatever they're doing over there with their digital team, they're killing it because it's the same thing with the chicken sandwich. They have people online dancing, singing his praises. We lined up for it. We lined up for a product that's probably going to kill us, give us diabetes or heart disease or, whatever else, that comes in that. And then they charge it, whoever's buying it, $179 for a biscuit or two for $2.99, which only probably costs 10 cents to make.
Hold on.
It's genius on Popeyes'
brilliant
side of it.
Now, hang on a second, Mo. Should we assume that the people behind this are only white people? There could be black executives at Popeyes who wanted to do this rollout, and they said, hey, I like strawberry in my biscuits, and I think other people will like this. Are we wrong to assume this is racist? I mean, what do you think about that? And then I'm going to go back to your question about brawling. I want to see the dumb shit. Go ahead.
It's targeted advertising, as you know. In any advertising room, they have a few black faces to say, how is this going to, how do we push this product? How do we know? How do we target it? What's the reception? And I'm giving them credit. I mean, ain't no hate in my game. It's good business.
Right.
It's just our reaction to it. It's a biscuit with the jelly already in it. I mean, like
brilliant.
I mean, like what?
Brilliant.
I don't understand what. No, but I do get it. It's great content for content creators.
Right.
You know, we love this. We love trends. We love to hop on it. Which I'm not hating on, but as I said,
I had that first.
Enough for us in the room.
Y'all just now getting up on these new biscuits. I've been had that. Go ahead.
Right.
Yeah.
I had them last week. I'm stunting on you. I'm eating them right. Y'all
Right.
standing in line. I'm getting them out the back door.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Any way we can stunt, any way we can show off, we're going to show off. But with show off and stunning comes haters, and with haters comes violence. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be somebody that ain't got the 179. You know what I'm saying? It's going to want to take a biscuit for somebody else. Hey, you got 4. You can let me hold 2.
Right.
You know how it goes, Star.
Okay, if I can respond to what you just said, I expect to see somebody getting their wig pushed back over an argument about the biscuits, but people do that regardless. They brawl up in Chuck E. Cheese, they brawl up in McDonald's, Burger King. So we are going to see people now, but is that necessarily something we can stop, or is that just consumerism?
No, well, the thing is that certain people, and I'm just speaking for my group. All I can do is speak for my group. It's certain people in our group that hate to see other people happy with something that they can't get.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't matter. It could be a pack of Newports or a biscuit or anything. You know what I'm saying? If you got something that I don't have, I feel bad. I have low self-esteem, and I'm gonna hurt you over it. Yeah. You know, it's just a symptom of a bigger problem. But I'm just saying that we counting the countdown now because we saw it with the chicken sandwich. Yeah. And the dude gave the other dude to work with a knife. He didn't do it with a gun. He gave him to work with a knife. Yeah. So that tell you how passionate and personal we get over chicken and the side items.
Y'all just now getting up on the Prada slides. I had them last year. Now, hang on a second. Mo, do you remember back in 2017, Jerry Rice, arguably the greatest wide receiver ever. Do you remember Jerry Rice had on the football helmet and he had the chicken leg that spun on the helmet?
Yes.
That was 2017. He caught hell, but that campaign was memorable. So here we are now, the strawberry biscuits. I'm sure there have been other campaigns with Popeyes as well, but are you going to try the Popeye strawberry biscuit? That's the question, Mo.
No, because Popeyes is trash in the first place. I don't see why people get so hyped over Popeyes in the first place. I don't think they either had a grandma cooking for them or whatever else to know what actually good food is. But yeah, Popeyes is trash. They biscuits is like hockey pucks. You know what I'm saying? Even like I said, I grew up eating Bojangles. Okay. And it's a far superior product than Popeyes is by far. But now I told you I'm gonna avoid every Popeyes I can. I'm not gonna drive past a Popeyes. I'm taking the long way home. Okay. Because it's only I told you it's T-minus before some shenanigans and nonsense go on, and I'm being flippant about it.
I hope so,
but on purpose because hopefully I'm wrong. I pray I'm wrong.
Okay. Hey, Mo, any thoughts, any comments on Trump flying up to New York to be arraigned tomorrow? Or my question that I'm just throwing out there because of the advances that artificial intelligence algorithms are making with regards to breast cancer and females and other things, I'm asking myself the question, will algorithms perform eugenics? Any thoughts on that or no?
Let me touch on eugenics and then I'll go to Trump, okay? Go ahead. With the eugenics, algorithms are already passively pushing eugenics to people. Facts. This is what this whole rainbow agenda is about. You know what I'm saying? It's to stop people, undesirable people from procreating. And this is not my view of it. This is the system's view of it. If we could trick your child to, you know what I'm saying, to whatever, change itself, we don't want that kind of person around. And we definitely don't want them reproducing. And that's what they're going to push. They're pushing it with the algorithms. They push Plan B and Planned Parenthood to our communities through the algorithms with what's the girl out in the Glorilla? Oh. You know what I'm saying? Look at her song. They took her song, made it, they pumped it, they boosted it, put it out in front of you. Now, young black girls are saying, they stopped saying Plan B. Now they going straight to they promoting the Planned Parenthood, and this is like I said, they don't want many, they don't need people around. This is where AI is really gonna affect population. They don't need you.
If I can jump in for a second, Mo, if I can jump in, I'm looking elsewhere. I mean, saying they and the government and big pharma and corporations, yes, they have a certain agenda. More than likely, it's by way of greed. But the algorithms that I'm primarily talking about, will make decisions for someone that you can't necessarily make yourself, something that may be better for you. Again, if you're looking to marry someone or build a family or a future, and I'm just speaking, you have an algorithm scan you, full body scan, a brain scan as well, scans the two of you. And the algorithm says, this is not a good match for you. You have a 31% chance of lasting 10 years. This person has a low IQ. This person has tainted blood. This person has bad chromosomes, other things like that. Never mind, again, the big corporations. Algorithms will be, in my opinion, be able to make those detections. What do you think about that? And performing those.
I totally agree with you.
Scans and analysis.
I totally agree with you.
Go ahead.
That's where insurance companies are going to head to. Yeah. It's going to allow them to crunch numbers far superior, far more detailed, far more granularized, to see, okay, you have this effect, you have that effect. It's kind of like back in the 1970s how you used to have to get blood work before you could get married.
Right.
And say, oh, no, you have this, no, you can't get married. It's going to be that, but on steroids. And the reason why I'm saying this is, I'm bringing up the point is, it's because of AI, because they don't need people. They only need winners. See, with all of this, they're trying to get rid of people that they call undesirable.
Yes.
That's why the fentanyl is stronger. You know what I'm saying? We can't have 60 and 70-year-old junkies. We got to get you up out of here in your 20s and 30s.
Yeah.
And that's the whole point. I don't want to be a doomer, but I'm just saying, I'm saying this to the people to say, you have to be a winner. This is why America's in the shape it's in, because we've promoted lack of education, not being educated, the dumb stuff, and now they look around. India's on our tail, China's on our tail, Russia's on our tail, the Arabs are on our tail. Yeah. But at the end of the day, the quote-unquote white supremacists know exactly what they're doing. Okay. They want to be the power in that is they want to be the victim. We have to be attacked first before we attack. And you look at our leader, and I'm going to go to Trump on this. Right. You look at our leader is feeble, our leader is weak, our leader is not even there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And when I say leader, I'm talking about the person, the CEO of this country. Right. And everybody's looking like this is the time to leap. They got weak leadership. But I always had to say, what's the double cross? With this way the system runs, is always a double cross. Yeah. And I think just moving to Trump now, this is going to be the multi front attack. They're going to come at him in New York. That was a Soros-funded DA. I was warning people about this back with Kim Fox. All these DAs are funded by Soros to push the international agenda, and this is just the first one. Yeah. The DA before him wouldn't touch the case. He came in promising he was going to come for Trump, and he did it. Right. And then you got.
If I can just jump in and say this, Mo,
sitting on a great case.
Yeah. If I can just say this, he's not going to make it back to the White House. Most people should know, if they don't already, the president is selected, not elected. They are trying to get him out of here. To my knowledge, the indictment is sealed. We don't even know how many felonies he's going to be hit with. They're trying to stop him. And I'm not in support of some type of radical uprising. I don't like the fact that they're breaking the law. I think that the New York DA's district attorney is breaking the law, to get him. But I'm not going to jump out the window for him. But, just want to say that. Hey, man, promote your platform before you go.
Mofacts.com, MOEFACTZ.com. Also, all social media platforms. And Star, you are exactly right. I don't think he's going to make it back. And I honestly think they're going to keep poking at Trump until they get one of his ardent supporters to pop off.
Yeah.
And then they have an excuse for what they really want to do. So this is just bait until they can attack, and they're giving him the N-word treatment. Yeah. It's amazing that the first president to get the N-word treatment is the one after the first black president. You know what I'm saying? They would treat him like you thought they would treat a Barack Obama.
Right.
So I'll close on that. Thank you, Star, for always giving me a platform.
Thank you,
let people know this is where I got started at. You have a great day.
Thank you. Okay. Mo Facts tapping in. Monday afternoon doing research, folks. President Biden, in case you don't know, has declined to comment on the Donald Trump witch hunt on multiple occasions. He says, no comment. I don't wish for anything, but I truly think that something is going to happen after he is arrested. Something is going to happen. It's not going to be pretty. CIA could be involved to make it appear that he is too dangerous, he is too radical, and he is too much of a risk for the nation. Anybody want to chime in on that before we shift gears? Phone lines are open. Hey, Patrice, I got your donation via PayPal. Thank you for your support. Early Monday afternoon. Sean, I got your donation via PayPal. Thank you for your support. Justina, I got your donation. Thank you for your support. Folks, at the top of the live chat is the PayPal email address if you want to send in a PayPal donation, or on the screen is the Cash App, all right? Don't worry about the algorithms question. I was just asking myself that, I don't want to make that a whole segment. I'll even move that off the screen now. I really want more people to look at the transcripts in my community section to see if Benzino did indeed tell on his nephew. To my knowledge, those transcripts are authentic. Has WAC 100 broken this down yet? I don't have the Clubhouse app, but he's with the nonsense early. That's what I appreciate, about him and his team. What is his team? 100 something? I forget the name. I don't have Clubhouse, but has WAC 100 addressed the court transcripts before I bring in a phone call? Troll babies, yes, no, maybe? And where is the nephew guy? He's got to be on social media somewhere talking. Someone send me a link, please. Is his nephew on YouTube, Instagram? (718) Good afternoon. Talking about a few topics.
Hey, good afternoon, Star.
Hey.
Good afternoon, everybody. How's everybody doing on this beautiful Monday?
Great. Who's this?
This is Felicia from Brooklyn.
Hey, how are you?
How you been?
I'm great. Where do you want to start, Felicia, on a Monday?
Hey, you had a couple of callers. You put out a couple of questions. I'd like to address them, if I may.
Please, go ahead.
Okay, so when it comes to the Popeyes biscuit, I agree with the last caller. It ain't no big deal. They don't have no grandmother in the kitchen. And I also agree with you. It's nothing new. So, but good, great promotion, great marketing. Yeah. They know how to keep people, out there and, like they say, on the lines, pushing and shoving, getting arrested, good things like that, So good for them. But, I'm calling from the New York area, so I really want to talk about, if I can, this whole DJT thing going down tomorrow. We are under high alert here.
Yeah.
You asked, I think, 3 callers ago, you said, hey, you really in Manhattan? They were saying, yeah. And you were saying, oh, you're really not, giving what I want to know. Well, I think most people don't really want to know who are from this city because we are always under a great deal of pressure. And I'm telling you right now, this city is hot. We've had the commissioner come on. We had the mayor come on. They've already shut down certain subways.
Right.
They've already blockaded certain streets. They've already told people, listen, if you're driving in, don't even really think about it because you're not going to be able to move about. They call it, rollover move-throughs or something. They're not giving any for information of what streets are going to be closed, when they're going to be closed.
Right.
And they're also adjusting and rerouting train schedules. So when you just said,
It's that deep.
I think something really bad is going to go down. I do too, but I don't think it's going to be with anybody on a political front. It's going to be everyday folks like me who are out there going to work, people who are going out handling their business.
Right.
You're going to get caught up in some crazy because we already have a lot of people who got a lot of issues down in the subway, a lot of people with issues in public transportation. So far, they didn't close the schools. Nobody's doing early release. Nobody's talking about working remotely. So, yeah, it's not going to take long.
Yeah. If I can jump in for a second, I don't want anything to happen. I'm not one of those types of people. But, Antifa, in my opinion, may pop up pretending to be a different group. Antifa has been known to pop up at certain places, do things, and to try and make it appear that they are representing a different party protesting. They were here in Atlanta months ago, downtown, throwing fire bombs and stuff like that, and trying to make it seem like they were some black radicals. So the city's on high alert. Did I say anything? Did I miss anything, or did I say anything wrong? He's flying in today. If he's not there already, he will be arraigned tomorrow. He will not be handcuffed. 15th floor is where they're going to have the court proceeding. All other hearings are not going to happen at that time. What else? What else should we know?
Seriously, Star, you're spot on, and that's part of the problem. All this intel out here about what is the designed format for tomorrow.
Right.
Again, I'm going to go back to the commissioner, Commissioner Keychant. She says, hey, everybody needs to know they need to be on their best behavior tomorrow. She says, hey, we didn't get anything legit in terms of, any threats or anything like that, but we're letting people know you need to be on your best behavior. And with all of this information out here, I had my brother-in-law, he works down there off of Foley Square. He said things were shut down since Saturday night. I happen to work in the Midtown area. They were already barricading and shutting down streets Friday evening. So this isn't a good look. I think sometimes, and it's not trying to call out other folks, but I think regular New Yorkers like myself, we deal with so much stress just doing the day-to-day. And this isn't entertainment for us. This is about being safe. It's trying to go about handling your business, taking care of your family. All of this other stuff is just a very bad day for us. And we are constantly having to come back from a negative situation.
Yeah.
Now,
hold on one second, because I was this morning as I was getting up and listening to Bloomberg News and 1010 Wins, I heard they were talking about the fact that this is a state case, and they're trying to use the federal laws with regards to convicting him, which is it's illegal. I'll just say the word illegal, but they're trying to get him, and this indictment is sealed. Do you know that?
Yes, it is sealed, and I love talking about laws and lawsuits. since it is sealed, and those are two different jurisdictions, we will know better tomorrow. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I doubt if there's any crossover. I believe, from what I do know, it has more to do with the family business, the organization, and things like that. But I have no facts.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm waiting for it to be unsealed tomorrow, and I'm truly hoping that, that this thing can be done quickly. But guess what I heard, Star? I heard he's coming down in the afternoon.
Yeah.
In the afternoon.
Flying in today. He's flying in today. The arraignment is
I'm
tomorrow.
talking about going to court. He's going to court in the afternoon.
Well, yeah, he's former president. I mean, and he will not be handcuffed. They said on 10-10 wins.
And he will not
be handcuffed.
We know too much in the details, don't we?
Yeah. Well, listen, I appreciate you calling in. Before you go, anything on Benzino and the court transcripts, or are you not interested? I'm being silly.
Not interested, really. But thank you. Thank you so much
Thank you for calling.
I appreciate it.
Have a great day. Bye now. Bye. Okay. All right. I want you guys, let me look in the community section and see if people are commenting who actually read the transcript part that I posted. Hold on. Okay, 15 comments. And he had the nerve to talk down on 6ix9ine for snitching. Okay. All right. Well, listen, I'm going to leave that up there for a while. It looks official to me. The transcripts. That's all I can say, all right? I'm going to shift gears, though. Guys, on the screen is my email address for advertising, as I said earlier, with regards to a discount for 30-month promos. I've been away for a week last week, but I'm back in the saddle, getting back into the algorithms. If anybody wants to get analytics, updated analytics, shoot me an email. We'll get you a discount on a 30-day promo package, all right? Okay, back in the building. Monday, Star Report, doing a little research here on a few topics. Sit tight, guys. I'm coming in a minute. Just want to go over some things here. So my focus, in case you have not tried the Popeyes strawberry biscuits, I purchased 4 yesterday. I could only eat one. Well, actually, really half of one this morning. And I'll try the other one, I guess, a little bit later on tomorrow or something like that. So if you want to call in about Donald Trump, former President Trump, flying into New York to be arraigned tomorrow, you're welcome to. There's not a lot right now that I know of. I'm looking here on a couple of other websites, and people are making predictions, and rightfully so, trying to denounce violence. But New York City is on high alert. There are some people that are saying that this is only going to make Trump more famous. I'm surprised they don't want the cameras in there. Surprised they don't want him being filmed. He's not going to be handcuffed. But that's the information I'm getting, that they don't want him, or his team, his legal team, pardon me, doesn't want the proceedings being filmed. 561, good afternoon. Are you there? 561.
Yeah, I don't fuck with Trump at all.
Sir, you're going to watch your mouth, or you're just going to get out of here? It's Monday, man. Jesus.
Pardon. God bless. Pardon. So, yeah, I don't mess with Trump. I got this coworker. He seems like a yaba, like a coon who's always, like, singing Trump's praises at work, and it's just a little off-putting. I don't trust him.
No.
And
do you vote, sir? Do you vote yourself? Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna catch flack, but I elected not to vote. No.
Okay, well, listen, I don't know your coworker. I don't care what his ethnicity is and or nationality, but you're saying he's a
It's
coon.
just a little. It just seems a little like he's regurgitating a lot of like information, and it seems like he's just a fanaticism.
Okay.
And it seems a lot of Trump's people are fanatics in a blind, not in a directly like as like it's a religion, but like in the same sense of like they're mystified by the orange man. And they believe, and as you say, but that's my stance on that.
But you don't vote, sir. Hang on. You've called somebody else a coon. Not that I'm again standing up for him. You can call people whatever you want.
You're hanging on that.
But you don't vote. Hang on. You don't vote.
Stay on that one word.
You don't vote.
And what does that have to do with my analysis or gauge of somebody's demeanor or character?
Well, if you're talking about, let's talk about Trump. Never mind your coworker, Trump.
Yeah, fuck him.
Okay, he can't stop cursing. Let me just get you out of here, folks. You can express yourself without using profanity. Please don't assume, that I just allow every and anything. I don't own YouTube. People are losing their channels. This is not a free-for-all. I'm not fighting the establishment. Watch your language. I'll get you out of here. And it's not even so much YouTube. I don't want to hear that. Anybody else just not want to hear profanity at times? That's part of my gripe a lot with regards to urban culture. And it's not just people of color, it's anybody under the umbrella of urban culture. Everything doesn't have to be like just profanity laced, grimy, Another article I just ran across here. A New Jersey factory is allowing cocaine, the drug cocaine, back in Coca-Cola. They used to use cocaine or the cocaine plant in some way in terms of processing Coca-Cola, the drink, in case you don't know. Now, I don't know to what degree. I just pulled the story up here. I don't know the full story, but that's pretty alarming to me, Going backwards, is it to cut something with regards to sugar, a substitute sugar sweetener, or is it does it make people want more? Coca-Cola may be acquiring a recognizable flavor from the same plant used to make cocaine, according to reports. Okay, this is in New Jersey again, Maywood, New Jersey, in case you don't know. All right, want to point that out. You know what? I'm going to wrap this up soon. It's almost 2:34 Eastern Standard Time. I've been on here for, over 2 hours. I'll take one more call with regards to the topics. Or if anybody from New York wants to call in and give me an update on the Trump situation. Anything else new that we should know about, okay? Donald Trump flying into New York. Blade, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Blade says, I want to see the Trump pansies turn up. Now we're going to see who's really about that MAGA life. That reminds me. Let me take the time to call somebody. Hold on. Troll babies, you know who I'm calling? Take a guess. Who am I calling? Oh, he talks a hot one. He talks a hot one.
Hello.
Gene Richmond, a.k.a. Number 9.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm live. Might you be able to give us any type of updates on Trump in New York, or are you busy? What's going on with you?
Yeah, I can give you an update. We haven't heard much of anything yet from this propaganda show, but sure.
Okay. Will you be out there in the streets, possibly busting heads and repping MAGA country?
Well, yeah, because we gotta bring our country back from derelicts, lowlifes, and illegals. Yeah. Right.
Now you're in Connecticut. You don't have to say your exact location, but hold on a second, because I got my phone on the microphone rather than having you call in. Any thoughts? Because I've been somewhat sort of laying out some of the things. He's not going to be handcuffed. It's a sealed indictment. What else? All other court proceedings on the 15th or 14th floor will be paused while they deal with him. He's going to be in and out. What else should we know?
Well, I mean, that's all we know thus far. I mean, this is something put together by the district attorney of New York City, and there's not much to really go by here. I mean, no president has been brought up on criminal charges and is facing this kind of indictment. This is all just to delay or hinder his process of running for president in the next election. This is all what this is about.
Yeah. If convicted, he could get the max 4 years in jail. Do you think he'll see any jail time if convicted?
Donald Trump has one of the best legal teams in America. You know, this is just to slow the process down. He won't see any time, and I doubt he'll see any kind of conviction from the testimony of a man who's lied, Michael Cohen, and has been convicted of lying. So I'm not sure where they're going to go with this, but I don't believe it's going to take much traction.
I've heard they've got multiple felonies they're going to hit him with. And this is pretty much a state case, and they're trying to hang him on federal precedents. That's illegal, you know. And this is a black district attorney, yes?
Yeah, a George Soros-funded Black Lives Matter district attorney who's trying to make a name for himself by trying to railroad Trump. And again, they got nothing. Just like the Russia collusion, just like the so-called corrupt dealings he had with the Trump enterprises, and just like his so-called evading of taxes. They got nothing, and they're going to use this to find a way to convict him, which will not happen.
A nothing burger, in other words.
Pretty much. This is just to ensure that Donald Trump never becomes president of the United States ever again.
Yeah, that's what I feel. All right, hey, man, I'll let you get back to what you're doing. Thank you for being available. Have a great day.
All right.
Yes, sir. Okay. Gene Richmond, number 9. Great guy. Beryl, I get your donation. Poor Legacy, new music out now. Is your banner rolling in my rotation at the end of the show? It should be. If not, holler at me behind the scenes. You guys do donate from time to time, so your banner should be in rotation. If not, I will. Let's talk. Let's talk, because we've got some new analytics. Maybe we can work on something custom. All right. Okay, I think we're done here today. I just wanted to do a research show. We've gone over 2 hours. Thank you for your support, chiming in. Pick up a couple of biscuits. Take the kids. Wait in line. Laugh at yourselves, as I did last night. Just have some fun. It can't be so serious. Biscuits are not such a bad thing, all right? I've got 3 more in my refrigerator. I'll keep you posted. And you guys have a great day, what's left of it. Take care.